Carbon emissions, mainly from burnt fossil fuels, have led to an increase in average global temperatures. This has in turn resulted in changes that have disrupted climate, resulting in floods, drought, and other natural calamities.
As the leader of the world's largest economy and the second largest emitter, to say that the United States of America not only recognizes our role in creating this problem, we embrace our responsibility to do something about it.
Kenya is among the nations which have been in the forefront championing for the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions, and in July this year it submitted its new climate action plan to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change.
Kenya was among the first developing countries to submit an ambitious, intended, nationally determined contribution to the UNFCCC Secretariat, despite the fact that we contribute a mere 0.1% of the total global emissions.
President Kenyatta further called on developed countries, which are the biggest contributors to carbon emission, to help poor nations combat the menace.
Voluntary domestic measures and actions to address climate change include expansion in geothermal, solar and wind, and other renewables and clean energy. Close to 2/3 of our power generation is at present green.
But why are the stakes so high at the conference taking place in Paris?
The unique thing about this meeting is that the whole world, including the politicians, now recognize that climate change is a fact. It's no longer something that people argue. Everyone admits it. Second thing is that people everywhere in China, in the United States, and in Africa are feeling their impact.
A developing country whose emissions are minimal compared to developed nations, Kenya in many ways has borne the brunt of climate change. Countries like the United States of America and China are big polluters.
We have other forms of gases like carbon dioxide, methane gas, and nitrous oxide that hold the infrared rays from the sun. What that means is that when the earth becomes too hot, then our normal cycle changes. You tend to have more droughts because it is a bit too hot. The evaporation, it's higher. You tend to have floods also because the cycle of the earth is impacted.
Nations hope the meeting will end with a binding solution to stop further rise in global temperatures. Victor Kenani, Monday Special.